Let's take a look at the assignment for round 5P. And we got 4 questions, and the first being that Erie ended up with a lot of cash at the end of the round. Erie was also very profitable. Could Erie have paid a dividend of sufficient amount to have ended up with an ROE equal to Chester? Chester actually had the higher ROE. So all of this is right up here. Right, Erie had an ROE of 17.9, Chester of 19.7. I guess it's not all up there because I got to scroll down below to find the cash, but Erie had a boatload of cash, almost $61 million. Okay, so the question then is, could Erie have paid a dividend? How about dividend? Wow, let's fix that. Of sufficient amount to have ended up with an ROE equal to Chester's. If so, how much would the dividend have been? Okay, keep in mind the simple equation, right? Return on equity is equal to net income divided by equity. Okay. A dividend, also keep this in mind. A payment of dividend has zero, no, none, zip, zilch. Can I think of any other ways to say that? Effect on net income. Okay, a dividend is paid after you've calculated net income. It has zero effect. None, zip, zilch, zero, zippo, none. Wearing them out. Effect on net income. Does paying a dividend have an effect on equity? Yes, it does. Okay, so here's your formula. Again, ROE is equal to, okay, net income divided by equity. Okay, now, so if you want to figure out what the ROE equal to Chester's, so Chester's ROE was what, 19.7, so 19.7 is equal to, I can't change by paying a dividend my net income. Okay, so what can I change otherwise? There you go. That will tell you how much dividend, if in fact it can be done. 2, what are the marginal variable costs of all the low-end products? Andrews and Digby each have 2. Okay, so what I want you to do here is come down to the production analysis. You guys aren't spending enough time on the production analysis, and Andrews has both Able and Acre that are in the low end, and Digby has both Days and Dell that have moved into the low end, right? Ooh, I may have a difficult time here though. Okay, I'm going to revise this because we can't tell with Days. Actually, we can, okay, but we'd have to go back to round 4. I should have looked at this one a little bit closer. Okay, Days didn't make any in round 5. That's why it's showing its material and labor costs are that, but the contribution margin's 10%, which tells us there were costs that were attributed to it, but those costs actually were reported in this round but came from last round. Lots of accounting theory in there that I don't need to get into now, so we'll ignore Days. I'll take that, I'll put that into there. Okay, so I just want you to tell me what the marginal costs are of all these low end. Okay, marginal costs are right, marginal variable costs are right on this report. Okay, I'm not going to tell you anymore because what are the marginal variable costs? Andrews, Digby each have 2. Okay, I've got down here, what's the marginal contribution margin? What do I mean when I ask about marginal costs or marginal contribution margin? So I think I should put this one up here because we need to answer it first, right? What do I mean when I'm asking about marginal costs? Okay. Each have 2. I got to put in there, but ignore Days. Okay. So what do I mean when I ask about marginal cost? You might have to look that up. Okay, I don't know. I don't think your guide has that. Okay, so that might take a internet search, Google search of some sort. Okay. 3, why are Fast's material costs higher than Cake? Fast is a traditional product. It's down here. Its material costs are $10.48. Cakes, a traditional product here, which has a material cost of $8.30. So not just a little bit lower, $2 and what, 18 cents. $2.18 on a product that they sold 2.5 million of. Cake did, or Chester did. So they saved what, $5 million over. Now Fast sold a lot more. Fast sold $4 million, but in the ones that Chester sold, okay, it made $5 million more than Fast would have. Okay, and so I want you to try to look at that and try to figure out why that is. Okay, there's some specific reasons. You might have to get out your guide, but there's some pretty simple things. And then 4, what is the marginal contribution margin for Able? So I'm back to marginal. Okay, so here's Able up here. It's the top one. Okay, what's the marginal contribution margin? I'm going to tell you that the contribution margin that's showing here, 40%, is not what I'm looking for. Okay, that's not the marginal contribution margin. That's the contribution margin of all the low-end products that Andrew sold for this round. It's not the marginal contribution margin. So if you put 40% down, just write it off. It's just as good to put nothing down. You'll get that incorrect. So you have to figure that out. You got to go figure out what marginal means, okay, and then take it from there. Okay. Actually, I'll tell you too, the fact that you will have calculated a part of the answer in number 2 if you do number 2 correctly. So then to do number 4 should be relatively simple. There you have it. There's your advice and your preview for practice round 5 assignment. Good luck.